Hey, fellow traders, Black Coffee Trader coming to you on Thursday, the 17th of October. And we had a horrible bad day. Ugly, ugly red day. I was so stupid today. It's insane. I feel a little bit better now, but so absolutely frustrated with myself. To give you a quick summary, we went from being up over 400 on the PAs. So I had another really solid good day. And we ended the day being down 900. How insanely stupid is that? I right here at about 11:30, I should have closed my charts and walked away. I would have had a fantastic day, evals and everything. And I kept on trading, and I started giving away profits. And I shut my charts down because I was red like in the early afternoon. Shut the charts down. Opened it back up around power hour, had one really nice trade, mismanaged it a little bit, and then I kind of went on tilt. And a couple trades later, we're down $900. So stupid. So stupid. Let's just look at TradeZella. That's probably going to give us the clearest picture. Horrifically bad win rate, 38%. I do notice that the average trade win to loss is still not bad. $31 average winner today, $43 average loser. We just had a lot of losing trades. That's all there is to it. The other thing is we went from, our multiple is negative 21 almost. So, choke on that. We're still up 162 on the month. We're still green on the week. We didn't wipe out our week's worth of trading, but we should have been, I should have had over 400 in profit. So we should be up about 1,500 on the month instead of being up 100. That's what that does. That's what those red days do. But I want to show you, this is what the day looked like. If you can see this, we were up almost, 427, I think is where the high was. And we fell all the way down here. So just very, very, very poor. I'll just walk through some of the trades. Let's just take a look at the month. I haven't looked at this yet, but we're still green by 162 on the month. Obviously we gave a lot back today, which is what I did not want to have happen. I do think one of the things I'm going to change is because honestly, to be really frank with you, the way this day went, it feels like I had a $4,000 red day. It really, truly does. It feels like a $4,000 red day. So I am still very grateful and very happy with the R multiple, the risk to reward setup that I've got. I'm very happy with it. It absolutely made a big difference. However, knowing that, I need to shrink this 250 even more. And I think I'm going to do that. I didn't hit my daily loss today. I wasn't even looking at this on the last trade, but the last trade put me really close on, most of them. So that's something I do need to change. I spoke earlier about closing the charts down here at about 11 o'clock. If I would have been green across the board. The only bright spot today is my big accounts. I was up about 800 or so on every one of those accounts. So we had a nice day on those. I was up over 400 on the 50Ks. And as you notice, the one take profit account is no longer among the living. It is somewhere in orbit right now because we blew it up. So I just kept on trading those accounts too. And, one thing led to another, and all at once we were in a bad situation. So notice what I did here is once I got to a certain point, I locked in 500 in profit, and I just decided if I hit that, I stop. I'm just going to be honest with you. What I did here on the 50Ks is I had set that stop to 200 in profit, and I had a loss and I hit it. And I was like, I'm just going to drop that back down. We'll be okay. Yeah, we're not okay. So I did everything wrong. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to go through every trade. I did take quite a few trades today, but I am going to go through some of the areas that I've got circled. In the morning session on NQ, I took a couple trades at a small little winner here, but this is something I do need to work on. This was still in the morning. We were green. We were good. Things were very good. I took a hitchhiker long. You can see we have a move up, nice hitchhiker setup. I waited until we had the green push back up to make sure, because of the bigger move down. I wanted to make sure that this was going the other way. Entered this trade, and I got cold feet and moved my stop up, and I got stopped out. But look at what happened here. So this, what I really should have had here was probably about $140 trade. If I would have just allowed the trade to work and kept my stop down here, you know, at just above break even maybe. So that is one thing I really need to work on, is I am so used to taking, you know, smaller profit targets that I really have a tough time holding on to a trade when it's running. And that is definitely an area that I need to work on. This specific trade here that you see a loss, a $20 loss, this was a VWAP cross. I have not taken a VWAP cross in a long time. I was up like $120, $110 across each account right here. And I said, you know what, I'm going to just put one contract on and we'll see if this trade works. The signal was there. I wasn't sure about it because this candle started wicking back, but then we had this green candle. I jumped in and ended up getting wicked out, and then it did continue. The move did continue. So I don't know. That was just not a very good trade, but it's okay. But that's where the wheels really started to fall off in a sense. Here's a big mistake that I made on NQ. It actually almost starts on ES as well. I was looking, if you look at this level on ES, we have this 5900, 5905 level that I had drawn in, kind of a micro level. And that really lines up almost perfectly with the 20,475 on NQ. So I saw this, I got in here a little bit early on this trade, got stopped out for $20, wasn't trading with big size. I was still green. We were fine. And I re-entered looking for this retest of this. Here we have a classical break and a retest of a level. And I was looking for this to bounce. That's what I wanted to see happen. And I thought that the setup was there for it to happen. But I entered that once, twice, and then a third time. And to make matters worse, I traded it as well over here. Once, twice, and a third time. That is unacceptable, and I have to stop that. One of the notes I made for myself in my journal is, if I'm trying a specific setup and it fails twice, abandon the idea. And had I done that today, I would have, honestly, I wouldn't, at worst, I would have taken 2 trades here and 2 trades here, at worst. But really, truly, I really don't take any. After 2 trades, I just don't take any more. That was a very badly mismanaged play on my part. Now, to set the stage for the way the day ended, at this point in time in the midday, early afternoon, after this, whatever the last trade was, this trade here was at about 12:30. And this trade was on NQ was at almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, right here was the last 2 trades. So these 2 trades put me down. I was down on the accounts. I want to say I was down around 250 at that point. And I shut my charts down. Didn't take any more. I closed NinjaTrader, closed everything. I'm like, all right, I gave away my $400. I'm probably going to just have to take a red day. That's what my mindset was. I opened the charts back up here around power hour. In fact, really probably 245, 230-ish. I opened the charts back up, and we had this move up. We had this nice move up, and I saw this move coming back down, and I thought we might have a hitchhiker set up, and we kind of did, and we also were bouncing, but I entered right on this candle, and I was in with, this was I think a 10-point, one of my 10-point ATMs. So I had, which is that? That is three contracts. So I put my first one, if I take a normal setup there, I am out, like right there. If I get the full fill, I am out with $100. But what I did is I actually moved, I actually moved my first profit target up to 12.5 points and my second target up to 25 points. So I was looking for a pretty big move. And had I got that full fill, I would have went from being down 250 across all four to being up probably around 60, 70 bucks per account. So I would have basically flip-flopped my red into green. Well, when I hit this profit target, you'll see, I actually hit it on this candle. These arrows are kind of falling on the next candle, but I hit it on this candle right here. We stayed for 6 minutes. We stayed in this same area, and I had a chance to take 2 more contracts off for an additional $50. But I was thinking back to what happened earlier in the day right here and how I didn't let that trade run. So I thought to myself, well, I'm just going to let my profit, my break even, because what happens, my ATM, once we get up to like 10 points, 7.5 or 10 points, my stop comes up to just above break even. You can see here, I got out of there with $3. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to let it go. I really want this to go all the way up here and fill me. And I thought it would, but I was wrong. Well, we had this big candle, here we have a candle going from the 425s, and it actually ends up down here at the 410. So 15 points, not a huge candle, but nice little move up, kind of consolidating, and we just fell apart, took me out break even. So I saw my accounts be all green up here, like barely, I was probably green by 30 or 40 bucks in total, but it was back to green. And shame on me for not just killing it when this thing just stalled, or at least maybe move my stop up and just said, you know what, I'm protecting my risk, I'm protecting my day, and I'm keeping myself to being green or just very slightly red. When this candle comes down here, punches me out, and then we move back up and wick back down, I don't know. It triggered something within me that it shouldn't have, and I was convinced that this is going to bounce and go back up. I entered once and twice again and got stopped out for $60 losses. So that's 6 times $240 per trade on the account. So then we went, we were down 600 at that point in time. And I was like, good grief. I just gave away my entire day. So I started, end of day stuff. And I was pretty much done trading, pretty dejected. And then to add salt to the wound, I happened to look at the charts right here about close, and I saw this move. This would have been a hitchhiker short, and we were right here at this candle, and then this little candle here was really looking like a bearish move, very much so. And stupid me just jumps in, at kind of a tilt moment, thinking, well, at least I can, if I get a full fill, I get $100 back, and we get back to, down, at that point, we would have been down maybe 200 or so. Well, this thing completely stops me out, and for another $250 loss, and now we're up to 900 in the red. So I'm just being transparent with you, but I did not trade very well. I did not execute very well. The morning was spectacular. We were up, I should have just closed it down and walked away and been happy with the day. And why I didn't do that is beyond me. But I was just stupid, and I'll have to eat it. So here we go. But I'm showing you the good, bad, and the ugly. The good part is, again, it didn't kill our month. We didn't kill our week. We gave back what we made. So here's where the accounts are sitting at for the week. On the 150K, I'm down $9. On the other ones, I'm up between $30 and $60. So we're still good. And again, like we looked at on TradeZella, we're still green on the week or on the month. So all is well. We can handle a red day like this. I'm not happy that it was $900, and it should not even have been close to $900. I should have actually stopped, like I said, I should have stopped at +4 something and had a green day, and then I should have stopped at -200, and then I should have stopped at -600, and we end up at -9. So just very poorly executed, but live and learn. And honestly, here's the thing. I learn more, and I think most people do. You learn more almost on these red days than you do on some of these green days. The green days are fun, but these red days are really where the tuition gets paid. And so I'm definitely taking that to heart, and you'll see some adjustments. I'm going to make some adjustments here, and really going to adhere to not allowing myself to go back into the red. Again, why did I never thought about this? Why didn't I set this at a plus $50 even? Or something? I should have kept this at a green number. When I was up 400 or 100 and some dollars across each account, I was up like 115 basically across each account. At that point, why not set this to $50 in profit, so that if I go back to 50, there's a warning bell like happened here. Didn't happen here, but I have a warning bell there that, hey, you're giving back, time to stop trading. So those are just little things that I need to work on and make some adjustments. And really it's between the ears that need the adjustment. So anyway, I've had a long enough rant here, or long enough covering all this. So hope you get some value out of that. Once again, I want to say thank you. Don't forget, we do have that Apex sale going on for another 5 days or so. So if you need evals, take advantage of that. 80% off sale is awesome. And we are hearing that there are going to be some new rules or some clarification on some things coming out, that what Apex is telling us is we're going to like it. So I'm going to trust that. I'm the kind of person that says, hey, glass is half full. I know there's been some issues with Apex. At least some people have had. I've had no issues at all, period. But there have been some struggles with Apex, and I think they're definitely working very hard at making some corrections and making things better, which I appreciate. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they come up with. I mean, right now, as of November 1st, we don't have the payout windows anymore. We only have 8 trading days, and you can request a payout. That's all great. But obviously, I think there's more stuff coming. So in any case, if you need evals, there you go. But thank you for using code BCT, which gets you the best discounts with Take Profit Trader and Apex. Appreciate that. Helps support the channel. If you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. Please do, by the way. Please help me to get over the 300 sub marker. And just once again, thanks for supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a good trading day. Have a good day tomorrow. It's Friday. Let's wrap the week up on a positive note and put another green day on the board. And then we'll go from there. So that's the plan. I'll try to have another update for you tomorrow afternoon. Take care, and so long.